The starting gate is rolling for race number 1. It's a field of 7 checking out positions. Dan Darmel, My Baby Girl on the inside. Farm Girl Tough Secrets Lady. And Edam Zelli in the center to the outside. Rock and Roll Doodle and Cocoa Beach DeVee. It is a field of 7. All in position, gathering speed, approaching the start. First dash on this Monday night under blue skies, and they're at the start, and they're off, and it is Rock and Roll Doodle and Cocoa Beach TV from the outside. On the inside, Dan Darmel and Secrets Lady. Dan Darmel with that inside advantage. Secrets Lady racing second. Now Edam Zelli takes over second as Secrets Lady finds the pocket. And Farm Girl Tough is racing fourth, and then it is Cocoa Beach TV and My Baby Girl. And Rock and Roll Doodle is trailing the field. Edam Zelli and Jay Harris is able to drive up now and get the lead. Edam Zelli, short-lived lead though. Dan Darmel is going to come back around and reclaim the front. That opening quarter was 28 seconds. Dan Darmel is on top. Edam Zelli fills the pocket. Secrets Lady is on the inside third and is 4 1/4 from the lead. Farm Girl Tough racing fourth, and then Cocoa Beach DeVee and My Baby Girl and Rock and Roll Doodle trails the field. They race the way off the turn. They come on towards us. And Dan Darmel leads right now by a length and a half over Edam's Ellie. And to the outside, Farm Girl Tough racing first up third. And also moving to the outside, Cocoa Beach DeVee. And they work their way to the 5/8 off that half of 101. Challenging for the lead now as Farm Girl Tough has plowed up to within about a head of the lead alongside Dan Darmel. And then sharing third, Cocoa Beach DeVee to the outside, Edam Zelli on the inside. Racing fifth is My Baby Girl. Then it is back to Secrets Lady and Rock and Roll Doodle. It is still Dan Darmel. Dan Darmel, though, by a head. Farm Girl Tough. And then Cocoa Beach DeVee on the outside. Racing position fourth is Edam Zelli. And My Baby Girl now is moving into the fray. 3/4. Not sure about that time. They race their way on towards the top of the stretch, and on the inside, Dan Darmel. Dan Darmel now with a slim lead is Farm Girl Tough. Farm Girl Tough and Dan Darmel stride for stride. My Baby Girl is racing third and settled wide. 3 abreast to come on down the stretch ride. Farm Girl Tough on the outside. My Baby Girl. My Baby Girl wins it. Farm Girl Tough was second. Dan Darmel third. And Edam Zelli was fourth. A mile of 1:56 and 4. In race number 1, we'll give you the corrected halftime, which I assume is probably incorrect. The win goes to My Baby Girl. Fans note the corrected halftime is 58 flat. All of the other fractions are correct. 58 seconds flat was the half. There is a look at the winner. It is number 2, My Baby Girl. My Baby Girl is a 4-year-old Sunfire Blue Chip Bay mare, owned and trained by Gate Taber. Daryl Teeson's the winning driver. It's the second win for My Baby Girl, 1:56 and 4. The mutual payouts number 2, My Baby Girl, $14.80, $6, $4.50, 3, Farm Girl Tough, $3.30, $3.01, Dan Darmal, $3.20. The $2 exactor is $48.40. Dollar Try, $71.40. Dollar Superfecta, $183.75. Here is the first race order of finish from the top. It's at 312 5467. That's 312 5467. The field for the second is on parade. One, Shake It If You've Got It. Ryan DeRoche for Jack Moisev and Joanne Colville and Nancy McNevin. Number 2 is Grace Under Pressure. Jean-Francois Gagné drives and trains and partners with Carl Warner. And 3 is Robbie Blue Chip. Sean Stacy drives and trains for Hudson Stenebred and Steve Klodowski and Blue Chip Bloodstock Incorporated. Number 4 is Golden Leader. Brett McDonough for Steve Boston's and Arthur Hughes. And number 5 is She Plays for Keeps Out for Carol for Michelle Ouimet. Number 6, She's an Ice Queen. Jay Harris for Joe Pereira and a Numbered Company. Number 7, Baby Got Back. Paul McKenzie for Murray Breather and Daniel Serafian. And number 8, Red Rum, she wrote. Travis Henry for Frederick Borgo and Rebecca Williamson. And number 9, Wrangler Charm, Anthony Hahn for Anthony Beaton and Mac Nickel and Dr. Maury Stewart. Let's get a look at this field for race number 2. We'll start with number 6, She's an Ice Queen. And just one start this year, but it was a good third. Mile of 58 and 4 at Flamborough. It's been off since the middle of March. Of course, that's certainly rather common. She's an Ice Queen, and Jay Harris is 5-2, the betting favorite right now. Number 1, Shake It If You Got It. Well, qualified in March and was getting ready to race, but things didn't turn out that way. But look at the qualifier, 27-3 final quarter. So Shake It If You Got It from the inside. Could be shaking early and might be able to shake it up all the way to the finish. We'll see how this first start for this well-said 3-year-old filly goes. 8-1, Ryan DeRoche drives for Jackie Bowe. Number 2, Grace Under Pressure. Well, has had 6 tries without a win, but did score a couple of top 3 finishes in 4 tries last year. This will be the 3rd start of the year and first since the middle of March. Grace Under Pressure and Jean-Francois Gagné does show a 56-3 speed back in October. We'll see if Grace Under Pressure, who raced just in 2 minutes and 4 at Flamborough, but tough post assignment in that last start, will be better. 9-1, Jean-Francois Gagné is the pilot and trainer. And also number 9, Wrangler Charm. Well, good back half in the qualifier. A 58-2 back half of the qualifier. Wrangler Charm racing from the second tier. A little longer action at 19-1. Fans like number 6, She's an Ice Queen. 3-2, now 8-5 as the betting favorite. Gates rolling for race number 2. Taking up position, Shake It If You Got It, Grace Under Pressure, and Robbie Blue Chip in the center. Golden Leader. She plays for keeps to the outside. She's an Ice Queen. Baby Got Back, and Reb Rum, she rode, and second year Wrangler Charm. It is a field of 9 for the second off-stride early is Robbie Blue Chip. First out, Grace Under Pressure. Golden Leader also leaving well. Shake It If You Got It. And to the outside, She's an Ice Queen. And they drive into that first turn. Down to the inside, racing fifth is Wrangler Charm. And then it is She Plays for Keeps. And back racing seventh is Baby Got Back. On down the backstretch they go. Then Red Rum, she rode, is racing eighth. And that early break, Robbie Blue Chip. They race on to the opening quarter. Golden Leader is the leader. Advantage 2 1/4. Grace Under Pressure is rolling along in second. She's an Ice Queen. Inside third, 28 seconds, the opening quarter. Shake It If You Got It is racing position to fourth. Then it's about 5 or 6 lengths back as the field works their way off the turn. And fifth is She Plays for Keeps. Baby Got Back is racing sixth. Red Rum, she rode, is racing seventh as they come off the turn. And then to the inside, She Plays for Keeps. Still leading Golden Leader, but Golden Leader now being challenged by She's an Ice Queen. Half was 58 seconds, and they work their way on towards the 5/8. And on the inside, still with lead, is Golden Leader. On down the backstretch they go. She's an Ice Queen is a length and 3/4 back, and inside racing third. Grace Under Pressure. Shake It If You Got It is positioned fourth. Wrangler Charm fifth, and sixth is Baby Got Back. They hustle on to 3/4. Golden Leader now driving through to the inside and now wheeling out. There goes Grace Under Pressure. They hustle their way to 3/4. Inside third, Shake It If You Got It. She's an Ice Queen. And now rolling wide, Wrangler Charm is taken over fourth, and backing away to fifth is She's an Ice Queen. And then Baby Got Back is sixth. 3/4 was 127 in the field. Turns for home. And Golden Leader. Golden Leader now leads by about 3 as they come on down the stretch by. Golden Leader sharp all the way to the finish. Widens out the advantage to win it by about 4.5 or 5. Grace Under Pressure was second. Then Wrangler Charms and Baby Got Back 157 flat. There's look the winner of race number 2. It's number 4, Golden Leader. And Golden Leader is a 3-year-old Big Jim Black Filly, leased by Amber Hughes, trained by Steve Bossens, Brett McDonald, the winning driver. It's the first win for Golden Leader, 157 flat. The second race, mutual payouts at number 4, Golden Leader, $8 is $5.10, $4 2. Grace Under Pressure, $7.40 and $7.50. 9 Wrangler Charm, $5.80. The 4-2 Exactor, $2 ticket is $94.60. Dollar Try, $309.20. Dollar Super, $2,400, $27.45. The second race over a finish from the top is a 629 175 483. That's 629 175 483. Field 4, race number 3 is on parade. 1, Freedom Delight, Travis Henry for Frederick Bourgo and Richard Bourgo. And number 2 is Kempenfeld, Aaron Byron for Dave Byron and Craig Walwyn and Dave Canelon. And number 3, Sparkle Farkle, Brett McDonald for Scott McNiven and Kimberly McNiven and Donald Douglas. Number 4 is Classy Lane Precious, Ryan DeRoche for Jack Moisev and High Stakes Incorporated and Rocky and Tony Tangretta. Number 5 is Fast Thoughts, Colin Kelly for Wayne McGee and Warren McKinnon. And David Mercer. Number 6 is Shark Idea, Tyler Moore for John Lougheed. Number 7 is Good Road, Touch the Moon, Jay Harris for Jeffrey Williamson and Rebecca Williamson. And number 8 is Noir. It's Sean Stacy for Hudson Standardbreds. And 9, She's Magic, Anthony Hahn for David Lumsden. Well, let's get a look at this field. We'll start with number 1, Freedom Delight, inside post position. No starts this year. Did qualify back in March. And look at the qualifier, 26-4 final quarter. This one's set up by Frederick Bourgo. Sports a very healthy training average. Did have 3 starts last year and did pick up a third in one of those starts back in August at Georgian Downs. Freedom Delight on the inside is a longer play for start of the year, but for a high percentage barn with a good post, 13-1 might be worth a shot. Number 9, She's Magic, is one that did score a win here last year. That was the only win. Makes a first start on the year. And in that qualifier, May the 29th, does show a 57-3 back half. So She's Magic closed it out well and is the favorite at 1-2. Number 2, Kempenfeld. Well, it's had 3 qualifiers to get ready. And the most recent one, the quickest, that was May the 30th. Also had a couple qualifiers back in March, just about to get ready to race, and then got delayed. But Kempenfeld should be ready to rock, and did have a nice back half at Georgian Downs at 58 seconds. So Kempenfeld is right now 5-1 on the board with Anthony Hahn, Aaron Byron driving for Dave Byron. And also let's look at number 4, Classy Lane Precious and Ryan DeRoche. And first-time starter for Jackie Moe. 28-second final quarter. Classy Lane Precious. The overall speed was just 2 minutes and 1, but a good final quarter to suggest that maybe Classy Lane Precious could be ready to rock and roll. 3-year-old Big Jim filly that is currently 35-1, a longer shot. The third race, it is a field of 9 to go to post shortly. The starting gate is rolling for race number 3. And taking up positions, Freedom Delight and Kempenfeld and Sparkle Farkle on the inside. Classy Lane Precious and Fast Thoughts on the center of the track with to the outside Shark Idea. Good Road, Touch the Moon, and Noir, and the second tier, She's Magic. It is a field of 9, full field for the third dash, and a beautiful Monday night at Grand River. And the field for the third is at the start of the rough. Fast Thought, Shark Idea, Freedom Delight, and Kempenfeld along to the inside. She's Magic is racing positioned 4th now to the inside. Is racing 5th is Shark Idea. Good Road, Touch the Moon is 6th, and Sparkle Farkle is back racing 7th as they race their way on to the opening quarter. Freedom Delight with a lead of about 2 1/4. Freedom Delight, She's Magic now on the outside, pressing on quickly. She's Magic wants to come on and grab the lead. She's Magic is going to glide up and get to the front. 29-3 is the opening panel, and Freedom Delight is racing position 2nd. Kempenfeld is racing 3rd, and then 4th is Fast Thoughts in front of Shark Idea, and Good Road, Touch the Moon, and Sparkle Farkle is racing back there in 6th as the field comes off the turn off that 29-3 opening quarter, and leading the way She's Magic. Freedom Delight 2nd. Kempenfeld is 3rd in line. Now Shark Idea is moving alongside Fast Thoughts. That pair shares 4th, and 6th is Good Road, Touch the Moon. Then Sparkle Farkle and Classy Lane Precious. And way back and struggling is Noir. Off that 59-3 halftime on down the backstretch they go. And it is still She's Magic. Freedom Delight, though, is right there in the pocket. And to the outside, Shark Idea is now moved up, taken over 3rd. And also coming is Good Road, Touch the Moon. Kempenfeld on the insides, about 5 off the lead. Then it was back to Fast Thoughts and Sparkle Farkle. And they raced by 3/4 with She's Magic still on top. 129-2 the 3/4. She's Magic. Good Road, Touch the Moon. Getting closer is only 2 off the lead. Traveling to the outside, to the inside. Freedom Delight still there in the pocket. Maintains 2nd now. Good Road, Touch the Moon flattens out a little bit. And Shark Idea is moving up. The field turns for home. She's Magic continues on. She's Magic still has plenty of magic left. And Freedom Delight is going to finish 2nd to She's Magic, beating a length in 3/4. Then it looked like it was Kempenfeld, and 4th between Sparkle Farkle and Fast Thoughts. 159-1. There's a look at the unofficial winner of race number 3. 9, She's Magic, 3-year-old He's Watching Bay filly owned by David Lumsden, trained by Anthony Beaton. Anthony Hahn is the winning driver. 2nd win for She's Magic, 159-1. Fans note the inquiry sign is going to go up. The inquiry pertains to number 3, Sparkle Farkle, and possible interference to number 4, Classy Lane Precious, at the start. Fans note the inquiry sign will go down. The judges ruling that there was no interference and all horses received a fair start. Inquiry sign down. The mutual payouts: race 3-9, She's Magic, 440, 360, 250. 1, Freedom Delight, 680, 470, and 2, Kempenfeld, 320. $2 exactor is 32.20. Dollar try, 74.50. Dollar super, 500, 65.65. Also note we had a dollar pick 3 of 414.25. Here is the third race, order of finish from the top, 234-865-791. That's 234-865-791. The field for the fourth race is on parade. One is Danew, Scott Culver, Sheldon Rose. And number 2 is Beach Major, Colin Kelly for Kyle Bossens and Ray Webb. Number 3 is Quick Nick, Travis Henry for Scott McNiven and Kimberly and Scott McNiven and Thomas Broadhurst and Doug Haywood. And 4 is Greystone Whiskey O, Nick Stewart for Neil Desborough. 5 is Goody Dorleen, Childable for Gary McDonald and Alan Kepfer. Number 6, Tails Away, Jay Harris for Michael Carther and Douglas Hastings and Brian Daly. Number 7, Mo Better, Brett McDonough for Jeff Graham and Kerry Howard. And number 8, Large Unlucky, Alpha Carol for Larry Lane. It's a field of 8 for the 4th race. Let's get a look at this field. We're just a few minutes to post time. We'll start with number 6, Tails Away. 7-time winner in just 23 starts last year, and was able to score a win here in 54-3. Overall, looked impressive often here last summer, and Tails Away, only 6 starts this year, did score a win at London in 58-1. Tails Away, though, overall did look really competitive last year and should have a solid chance. You do get a nice 7-1. I think Tails Away, based on what I saw of him last year, if he could race something like that, he's pretty fine. A 4-year-old. Tails Away was very good last year as a 3-year-old. Number 1, Danews and Scotty Coulter, off of a 3rd place finish early in March. Hasn't raced since, 3-time winner last year. Danews and Scotty Coulter does flash a bit of gate speed, has the inside, and is 5-2. And number 8, Large Unlucky. Well, only 10 starts this year, but 6 top 3s, including 3 wins. Last raced back in the middle of March at London. Very impressive win from the trailer post and battled 3 wide at 3/4 to score a win. Won the last 2 tries before the layoff, and then has since qualified at Clinton May 31st. Nice 28-second final quarter in the qualifier. So it looks like Large Unlucky might be ready to rock. The only thing is kind of unlucky in the post position draw. 14-1. And number 5, Gody d'Orleans was a winner at Flamborough 2 races ago in 57-2. And then 4 days later raced at London just before the layoff and finished 5th. Gody d'Orleans might be a solid bounce-back candidate, 12-1. Fans like number 3, Quick Nick, all the way down to 6-5. Quick Nick did score a couple of wins in just 6 starts this year. Quick Nick didn't race as a 3-year-old, did race as a 2-year-old. And Quick Nick, as a 3-year-old, has 2 wins and a 2nd in just 6 starts. Quick Nick is 2-1. Fans like number 1, Danews, to the tune of 8-5. I think number 6, Tails Away, offers a much better value price at 7-1. The starting gate is rolling for race number 4. And taking up positions, Danews and Beach Major and Quick Nick in the center. Greystone, Whiskey O, and Gordy Dorleans to the outside. Tails away, Mo Better and Larjon Lucky. It is a field of 8 for the 4th race. And the field for race number 4 is into the stretch, gathering speed, approaching the start. They're at the start of the rough. Gordy Dorleans and Tails away, and Danews along to the inside. Larjon Lucky is also leaving with Mo Better. Field works around that first turn, and Gordy Dorleans with the lead. But Tails away continues to drive, and Tails away is working hard on the outside and is not going to go away as Tails away comes on and is going to clear to the front. Gordy Dorleans is second, Danews is third, about 5 from the lead. Then a gap of 3, and Beach Major is racing fourth. Then Mo Better on the inside. To the outside, Larjon Lucky now taking back, getting a seat on the inside, racing position 6th in front of Quick Nick. And Greystone Whiskey O is trailing the field. Tails away has the lead right now for Jay Harris as they race off the turn. Right there in the pocket is Gordy Dorleans. Danews is third, and Beach Major is racing fourth as the field swings off the turn and races on towards us. Now up and moving on the outside is Quick Nick. Then Mo Better is 6th, and racing position 7th. Larjon Lucky to the outside. Greystone Whiskey O is trailing the field. They work their way on past the half and head on into the backstretch. And it is Tails away with a lead of about 2 1/4. Gordy Dorleans is second. Quick Nick now is advanced up to third. And Danews is racing position to 4th. Then 5th to the outside. That is Larjon Lucky. Then it is back to Beach Major and Mo Better. And they roll their way on towards 3/4. Tails away is leading. Quick Nick to the outside. Tails away and Quick Nick. They're separated by just a nose. Quick Nick is right alongside Tails away, who hasn't tailed away. On the inside third, Gordy Dorleans is right there in the pocket. And Larjon Lucky is within striking distance. 4th of field turns for home. On down the stretch ride they come. Quick Nick on the outside. Tails away on the inside. They go on down the stretch ride. Quick Nick and Tails away. Quick Nick late lead. Driving on the outside. Larjon Lucky. Quick Nick Tails away and Larjon Lucky. And winning it was Quick Nick. Then Larjon Lucky was on the outside. Tails away down in the center. And on the inside also right there was Gordy Dorleans. Mile was 1:57 and 4. Top 4 is 3.865. The fourth race payouts number 3, Quick Nick, $725, $350. 8, Large Unlucky, $770 and $590. And number 6, Tails Away, $310. The exactor, $2 ticket is $42. The dollar trifecta, $114.60. Dollar superfecta, $438.30. Here is the fourth race order finish from the top. It's a 751 84362. That's 751 84362. the field for race 5 on Parade 1, Stonebridge Drama. Scott Quiller for Patrick Bissett and Gary Stoddard. Number 2 is Bronack, Drew Neal for Gordon Kerr and Steve Quinn. Number 3, That's Maya Bad, Nick Stewart for Vic Putty and Limco Incorporated. And number 4 is Always a Rose, Alfie Carroll for Vic Putty and Limco Incorporated. Number 5 is Ma Rebelle, Paul McKenzie for Terry Gallant. Number 6, Fluentosity, Travis Henry for Joe Pereira and a numbered company. Number 7, Tell 'em Hanover, Jay Harris for Patrick Shepard and Thomas Knight. Number 8 is Miss Twinklands Jones, Austin Sorey for Leslie Joyce. And number 9 is Fashion Writer Jason Ryan for Jared Bothwell. It's a field of 9 for race number 5. And let's get a look at this field. We're going to start with number 6, Fluentosity and Travis Henry. Now, this one's had a triumph this year and already 5 top 2 finishes. And that was fresh off a 10-win season last year, 18 top 2s last year. So the top 2 mark is just outstanding during those past 44 starts. And also 23 top 2s out of 44. So better than 50% of the top 2. Fluentosity and Travis Henry. Also, the last 5 races were all consecutive top 2s. We'll see if she can pick it up where she left off. March 5th, she was rolling very well. Travis Henry and Fluentosity offering 8-1. Number 4, Always a Rose, was in full bloom last time out at London. All the way on top, the win going away in 59-3. 5 wins at 11 starts this year. Always a Rose, 7-1. Offering a pretty nice price for that last line. And the overall, if you look at the form, even last year, 52-4. Mark taken at Mohawk. Always a Rose and Alfie Carroll offering a price of 9-1. And number 5, Ma Rebelle, one that's raced 11 times this year, 7 top 3s. Each of the last 4 starts were all top 3 finishes. So Ma Rebelle and Paul McKenzie comes in with some credentials, and yet 17-1, but that's because number 2, Bronack, is getting all the money. Number 2, Bronack, last raced March the 13th at London. Did qualify, though, May the 31st at Clinton in 58-2 with a 57-3 back half over the track there at Clinton. So Bronack set up Gord Kerr, is getting all the action with Drew Neal driving. 1-5 on the board. 5th race, a field of 9 to go to post shortly. The starters called the field for race number 5. It's a field of 9 taking up positions. With their positions on the gate. Stonebridge Drama, Bronack, That's My Bad on the inside. In the center, Always a Rose and Bob Rebel. On the outside, Fluentosity, Tell Them Hanover, Miss Twinklin's Jones. In the second tier, Fashion Writer. It is a field of 9, race number 5. They're into the stretch drive, all in position. Here they come. And the field for the 5th race. At the start, Fluentosity has gone off stride. Stonebridge Drama, Always a Rose, and Ma Rebel. Now up Bronack, and along to the inside, Fashion Writer. But Stonebridge Drama leads as they work on around the turn. Bronack continues to drive, and Fashion Writer is to the inside. Fashion Writer has broken stride. Always a Rose is racing 3rd. Ma Rebel positioned 4th. Then it is That's My Bad, and back to Tell 'em Hanover. And Miss Twinklin's Jones. They roll on to the opening quarter. And Stonebridge Drama leads the play to the opening quarter and has a lead of a length and a half. Bronack right there, sitting well in the pocket, and Always a Rose is 3rd, 28 seconds the opening quarter. And Ma Rebel, he is 4th, and right now is about 5.5 or 6 lengths off the lead. Then it's about 5 back to That's My Bad. And Tell 'em Hanover works to the outside, racing position 6th as they come off the turn. And Miss Twinklin's Jones is 7th. They race on towards a Stonebridge Drama. And Scotty Calder playing on a lead of a length and a half with Bronack right there in the pocket, and Always a Rose is 3rd. Ma Rebel is 4th, 57-2 is the halftime, and now Ma Rebel has taken out and follows the move to the outside of Always a Rose, darting down to the inside and gaining some ground is Tell 'em Hanover. That's My Bad is racing 6th. Then it is Miss Twinklin's Jones and Fluentosity. Stonebridge Drama. Bronack is getting the trip, but Stonebridge Drama at 19-1. Still leading. Leads at a length and a half. Bronack, though, looks ready to pounce in racing position to 3rd. And fading a little bit is Always a Rose. Scooting through to the inside is Tell 'em Hanover. Then Ma Rebel as they're about to turn to the top of the stretch. And then Miss Twinklin's Jones. And they race towards the top of the lane. Stonebridge Drama with a lead, but here comes Bronack off the perfect trip. Bronack and Stonebridge Drama to duel on down the lane. Bronack digging in. Stonebridge Drama looking to hold on. Bronack to the outside. Bronack and Stonebridge Drama. Bronack and Stonebridge Drama very close. Tell 'em Hanover, Miss Twinklin's Jones tight at the finish in 156-3. Fans note we have a dead heat between 1, Stonebridge Drama, and 2, Bronack. Dead heat, race number 5. Fans note we have a dead heat between 1 Stonebridge Drama and 2 Bronack. Finishing third was Tellum Hanover, and fourth was number 8, Miss Twinklands Jones. 1, 2, 7, 8. Dead heat between 1 and 2. 7 third, 8 fourth. And it's on the board. Fans note the fifth race is official. We have a tote delay, but the fifth race is official. Here are the fifth race mutual payouts. 1 Stoneburst Drama, $13, $14.30 and $4.70. 2 Bronac, $2.70, $3.20, $3. 7 Tell 'em Hanover, $10.40 to show. The $2 exactor is $63. $2 exactor of 2 and 1 was $23.10. Dollar tries 127 is $243.50 and the 217 $156.20. Note a 20-cent super of 2178 $2,073.73. And there is not a 1278 superfecta ticket, so the 2178 ticket pays a 20-cent ticket, $2,073.73. Here is the fifth race order finish from the top. It's a 1-1-875-6349. That's 1-1-875-6349. The field for race number 6 is on parade. 1 is Open Route. J. Harris for Brian Dunbar and 8th Line Investments Limited. Number 2, Lydia's Liberty. Daryl Thiessen for Robert Darren, Rebecca Williamson. Number 3, In the News, Sean Stacy for Mark Stacy and Steve Kolonowski. And number 4 is Nowhere to Hide, Brett McDonough for Melissa Lemereau and Jeffrey Boyd. Number 6, Shadow Dreamer, Paul McKenzie for Darren Rayner and Brad Lichty and Brian Wombold and Megan Lichty and Rick Howie. Number 7, Pride of My Stride, Brian Holiday for Mike McLennan and Phyllis McLennan. Number 8, Butterfly Kiss is Austin Sorry for Kyle Reibling. And number 9, Land of Paradise, Travis Henry for Scott McNiven and Thomas Broadhurst and Bradley McNiven and Shirley Griffin. And number 5, Get Up and Gouda, Colin Kelly for Steve Bossens and Steve Palermo. Field of 9, race number 6, this dash featuring the Super High 5, and we shall take a look at this field. We're going to start with the even money favorite, number 3, In the News, and raced the last 3 starts at Woodbine. All of them were good starts. In fact, even that one that was a 4th place finish was beaten only a length. And look at the winner, 154-4 at Mock. So In the News, very fine in 3 starts this year. In the News, and Sean Stacy is the heavy favorite at 3-5. Number 6, Shadow Dreamer, really found her gear just before the layoff and won 3 of the last 4 starts. Shadow Dreamer also, if you look at the season, 8 starts, 5 top 3s. Paul McKenzie and Darren Rayner teaming up with Shadow Dreamer and really getting this mare going. 8-year-old Shadow Play mare that's kind of a late bloomer, but really kind of found her stride now of late. We'll see if she can carry it forward here. 12-1, you get a bit of a price. Number 5, Get Up and Gouda, a winner by 6 lengths in 59 last time out at London, but that was March the 17th. 3 out of 6 in the top 2 on the year, though. Get Up and Gouda and Colin Kelly, 8-1. And number 1, Open Route, is one that came off of a win March the 12th at Flamborough for this start, but Open Route has gate speed and an inside post, so 12-1, maybe there's some value to be had there with Open Route. And one more to touch on is number 4, Nowhere to Hide, because this was a $50,000 yearling purchase and is sent up by Melissa Lamoureux. And Melissa, really a very successful trainer, 410 training average. Better not overlook Nowhere to Hide. Also, you're getting some price there, 16-1. 6th race, a field of 9 to go to post in less than 2. The starting gate is rolling for race number 6. Open route, Lydia's Liberty, and in the news on the inside. In the center, Nowhere to Hide, and Get Up and Good to the outside. Shadow Dreamer, Pride of My Stride, Butterfly Kisses, and the second tier, Land of Paradise. The field for race number 6 is into the stretch, gathering speed, approaching the start. And they're at the start of the route. Lydia's Liberty in the news. Nowhere to Hide and Get Up and Gouda. Open route on the inside. Then Land of Paradise and Shadow Dreamer. And then it is back further to Pride of My Stride. And Butterfly Kisses trails the field. Open route has the front. In the news continues to drive on the outside. In the news is now able to drive up and take over. In the news clears to the front. Racing second is Open Route. Then position third is Lydia's Liberty. Nowhere to Hide is racing position fourth as they race around the turn. Then fifth is Land of Paradise, and racing sixth is Get Up and Gouda. That is back to Shadow Dreamer seventh. 28 and 4 is the opening quarter. Trailing pair, Pride of My Stride and Butterfly Kisses. And the field comes off the turn. In the news, the 3 to 5 favorite leads the field off the turn. And Open Route is right there in the pocket. Lydia's Liberty pops to the outside now. Lydia's Liberty is freewheeling on the outside and is second, only a length off the lead. Halftime was recorded in 58 and 1. Open Route is still right there close in the pocket. Nowhere to Hide now up and driving on the outside. Spotted second over fourth and a gap of 2 or 3. And Land of Paradise fifth to the inside. Get Up and Gouda. And then it is Pride of My Stride. Shadow Dreamer is eighth and Butterfly Kisses trails the field. They race on to 3/4 and In the News continues on and leads at a length and 3/4. Lydia's Liberty and Open Route, Nowhere to Hide. Then Land of Paradise and Get Up and Gouda. And then it is back further to Pride of My Stride and Shadow Dreamer, and Butterfly Kisses trails the field of 3/4, 127 and 4. It is In the News as the field turns for home. In the News is looking sharp as they come on down the stretch drive. In the news, and it won't be a dead heat in the 6th. We won't be a tote delay for this one. Wins by 3. Lydia's Liberty was second, Nowhere to Hide third, and Land of Paradise fourth, 157 and 1. There is a look at the 6th race winner. Number 3 in the news, a 3-year-old sports rider, Bay Philly, owned by Mark Stacy and Sean Stacy and Steve Kolaski. Sean Stacy, the trainer and the winning driver. It's the second win this year in Lifetime. Sean Stacy, and In the News, making news, coming back to the winner's circle. 157 and 1. The sixth race, mutual price is 3 in the news. 350, 310, 272. Lydia's Liberty, 590, 450, and 4. Nowhere to hide, 530. $2 exactor, 21.30. Dollar, forget the dollar try. 20-cent high five is bigger news. And in the news, $840.28 with the 20-cent high five. Ka-ching. And now the dollar try, 60.75. We had a dollar win for a 488.50. Seventh dash is up next. Field of 9. Going to post in 8 minutes. Here is the sixth race, sort of a finish from the top. 521-376-894. That's 521-376-894. Field for race number 7 on the parade. 1 is Red John. Nick Stewart for Vic Putty, Emil Maines, and Steve Papillion. And number 2 is Dreamfair Moxie. Alpha Carroll drives for Jody Cullen and John Lamers. Number 3 is Sabo Play. Anthony Hahn for Bruce Goit and Carmelo Shime. Number 4 is Do You Think? No. Colin Kelly for Rob McIntosh and Al McIntosh and Martin Stables and Paradox Farm. Number 5 is Sportsline. Bruce Richardson for Randy Marriage and Lisa DeRoche and Craig Parrott. And number 6, Prairie Mystic. Paul Davies drives and trains, partners with Paul Saunders and Deborah Pennell. And number 7 is Dreidel Hanover. Brett McDonough for Gord Remen. Number 8, Shadow Me in the Money. Austin Sorry for Terry Gallant and Calvin Kepfer. And number 9 is Par Intended. Paul McKenzie for Brian Lee and Jim McPhail. Field of 9, race number 7. Let's look at this field. We'll start with number 5, Sportsline. Well, last raced back in November, but look at last year. 11 wins in 23 starts and took a mark of 150-3 at Mohawk. So giddy up, Sportsline. Is getting a lot of action and also qualified at Clinton May the 31st very well with a 28-3 final quarter. So Sportsline, one that should have a big chance to be ready to rock and roll and live up to the billing. 4-5 on the board. Big winner last year. Number 9, Par Intended, has got lots of back class and likely to have a shot at getting by the $300,000 mark this year. Last year, as an 8-year-old, earned $52,000, so a very fine 8-year-old campaign. Par Intended, though, was not quite up to par in 8 starts so far this year. In fact, that's being kind. Didn't have a top 2 finish in 8 tries, but Par Intended, maybe the rest will get him back going. Par Intended and Paul McKenzie, 8-1. Number 1, Red John. Last raced at Mohawk in the middle of March in 53-4. And Red John did win at London in 57-2 back in the winter time. So Red John and Nick Stewart 5-1 from the inside. And number 2, Dreamfair Moxie, does show qualifying at 55-3. 55-3 back half, so a lot of Moxie there. And also look at last year. Dreamfair Moxie took a mark of 150-4 and also was a very consistent one. Earned $116,000 and 26 top 3 finishes in 35 starts. Talk about being a very steady mare, a steady guy. Dreamfair Moxie, 4-year-old Better's Delight gelding. Dreamfair Moxie 6-1. Definitely should have a shot to be one of the main players in this dash. Big qualifier too, that back half, 55-3 really jumps out. Field 4, race number 7, taking up positions. Red John, Dream for Moxie, Subble Play on the inside of the center, Do You Think, in Sportsline. On the outside, Prairie Mystic, Dreidel Hanover, and Shadow Me the Money. And the second tier par intended. It's a field of 9, 7th race. On a Monday night at the river, here they come. And the field for the 7th race is at the start of the round. Dream for Moxie. Red John down to the inside. Do You Think? And Power Intended into the front trio now. As racing 4th is Do You Think. Rolling 5th is Sportsline. Subble Play is racing 6th, and 7th is Prairie Mystic. And then it is Dreidel Hanover and Shadow Me the Money. Dream for Moxie has come on now and taken the lead. Red John, though, is going to come back around and reclaim the front. Racing 3rd, Power Intended, and Do You Think is currently studying things from 4th. That opening quarter as they race in the far turn. Well, we'll give you the fraction later. Is rolling 5th is Sportsline. Then 6th Double Play. Prairie Mystic is 7th, and then Dreidel Hanover and Shadow Me the Money. Off the turn they come, and it is Red John right now who leads the way. Red John, Dream Fair Moxie, right there in the pocket. And on the outside, coming to call is Do You Think to the inside. Power Intended 4th, and now Sportsline is moving up well and takes 4th and is moving on the back of Do You Think. Power Intended is racing 5th, and then it is Prairie Mystic and Subble Play. Dreidel Hanover and Shadow Me the Money. On into the backstretch they go. Red John leads it. Do You Think on the outside is bearing down, and Do You Think now is right alongside Red John. And now it is Do You Think who takes a lead of a half a length. On the inside, Red John. Sportsline now is getting closer and is right there tight on the back of Do You Think. And now is going to roll 3 wide. It is Do You Think. Sportsline is moving sharply. Sportsline and Bruce Richardson takes the lead at 3/4 and now opens a lead of about a length and a quarter. Do You Think's racing 2nd. Prairie Mystic is 3rd. Dream Fair Moxie, then Red John and Power Intended. And Dreidel Hanover on down the stretch drive. Sportsline is looking very sporty now and is drawn clear and is going to take it and win it by 3. Then finishing 2nd was Do You Think. Then it was Dream for Moxie and Prairie Mystic. 7th race, Sportsline. There's look at the winner of race 7. Number 5, Sportsline, 4-year-old sports rider, Bay Horse, owned by Lisa DeRoche, Craig Barreau, or Craig Parrott, Randy Marriage, the trainer, Bruce Richardson, the winning driver, and Sportsline's first start on the year and a win, 19th victory lifetime. Sportsline takes race 7. Fans note the time of the mile was 1:55 and 3. 1:55 and 3 in race 7 for Sportsline. Seventh race mutual prices, 5 sports line, 330, 350, 250. 4, do you think? 1250 and 490. 2, Dream for Moxie, $3. $2 exactor, $36, $30 try, $50, $75 super, $430, $405. The order finish, race 7 from the top, 839 214 675. That's 839 214 675. The field for race number 8 is entering the track for the post parade. 1, Salisbury Coral, George Ketros for Russ Ellis. Number 2 is March Magic, Austin Sorry for Patrick Shepard and Kurt Hughes and Peter McPhee. Number 3 is Lily's Penelope, Colin Kelly for Sheldon Rose. And 4 is Brave as My Mama, Nick Stewart for Gary Anderson. Number 5, Coal Creek Lacey, Dave Duncan for Brandon Duncan and Daniel Walker. And number 6, Marty Jasmine, Jay Harris for Patrick Shepard and Triple S Equine. And number 7 is Moon Lake, Scott Coulter for Paul Coulter. And number 8, Thrift Shop, Bruce Richardson for John Holding. Well, fans, it is a field of 8 for race number 8. Let's look at this field, and we'll start with the veteran number 7, Moon Lake, in her final year of racing, 14-year-old that has 54 lifetime wins and still added 5 more last year as a 13-year-old. Last race back in the middle of March, but Moon Lake, despite an outside post position, should compare very well. Drops down to the bottom class on the return, and 5-2 despite the outside should be a factor. Number 1, Salisbury Coral, was 4th in this class before the layoff, and that was the 5th start of the year. So it does show some signs. At least was kind of in the hunt a number of starts. Salisbury Coral on the inside of George Ketros. Gate speed and an inside post leads to 8-5 on the board. Number 2, March Magic, makes a second start this year. Was a decent earner last year. This will be the second try for Patrick Shepard of March Magic, and from a better post, and is 11-1. And number 3, Lily's Penelope. Maybe just an outside player, but the one thing to note, drops down in class and was a 6-time winner last year. So Lily's Penelope, 9-2 on the board with a step down. Even though the form in the last 3 wasn't good, the step down in class could be a big play here. And although you don't see a lot of top 3 action, you do see that win January the 17th. 2 levels above this, going 1 mile and a 16th from off the pace. Lily's Penelope won. So 9-2. One to keep an eye on here, sent up by Sheldon Rose. The 8th race of Field of 8, going to post shortly. The starting gate is rolling for race number 8. Taking up positions, Salisbury Coral, March Magic, and Lily's Penelope on the inside. In the center is Brave as My Mama and Coal Creek Lacey. The outside, My Dear Jasmine, Moon Lake, and Thrift Shop. Field for the 8th race is at the start of the round. And My Dear Jasmine, Salisbury Coral, March Magic, and Lily's Penelope. As Brave as My Mama is racing position 5th as they work into the backstretch. Then it is back to Coal Creek Lacey, Moon Lake, and Thrift Shop. On down the backstretch they go. Salisbury Coral's got the lead. At My Dear Jasmine second. March Magic is third. Lily's Penelope is racing fourth. And then it's a gap up about 4 or 5 as Brave as My Mama. And back further is Coal Creek Lacey. Then it is Moon Lake and Thrift Shop. 28-1 the opening quarter. Salisbury Coral has the lead. My Dear Jasmine is second. And March Magic third. Lily's Penelope fourth. The front four have some separation on the remaining four as Brave as My Mama leads that trailing four, racing fifth as they come off the turn. Then it is back further to Coal Creek Lacey, Moon Lake, and Thrift Shop. And they race up to the half off that 28-1 opening quarter. Salisbury Coral past the halftime, recorded in 58 seconds. And My Dear Jasmine is second. March Magic third. On into the backstretch they go now. And racing fourth, Lily's Penelope. Then it's as Brave as My Mama and Coal Creek Lacey. Moon Lake and Thrift Shop on down the backstretch they go. Salisbury Coral leads it. Salisbury Coral. And now to the outside, March Magic has taken over second. My Dear Jasmine is third. Lily's Penelope and as Brave as My Mama. Moon Lake now is sent out 3 wide. And Thrift Shop and now back trailing on the inside Coal Creek Lacey. But Salisbury Coral continues to march gamely 3/4 in 129. And now second, Lily's Penelope, March Magic third. Then as Brave as My Mama and Moon Lake. The field turns for home. Salisbury Coral. Lily's Penelope off that 3/4 in 129. Salisbury Coral on the outside. Lily's Penelope. Salisbury Coral and Lily's Penelope. Lily's Penelope wins. Salisbury Coral was second. Then third goes to as Brave as My Mama, and fourth was close between March Magic and Moon Lake, 159-2. There is a look at the winner of race 8, number 3, Lily's Penelope, is 7-year-old Big Jim Brown mare, owned and trained by Sheldon Rose. Colin Kelly is the winning driver, 23rd win lifetime, and the second this year, Lily's Penelope, 159-2. And the mutual payouts for race number 8, 3 Lily's Penelope, 1240, 520, 460. 1 Salisbury Coral for 32.74. As Brave as My Mama, 440. $2 Exactor, 48.90. $1 Try, 95.20. $1 Super, 12.420. Ninth race is next. Note that Travis Henry drives 1. Adore Him. Eighth race order of finish from the top is at 241 37856. That's 241 37856. The field for race number 9 is on parade, and one is Adore Him, Travis Henry for Kurt Blake and Robert Blake. Number 2, Premier Rockstar, Ryan Holiday for Robert Young and Premier and Associates. And number 3 is Outlaw Grabbing Gears, Paul Davies for Nicole Davies and Deborah Panay. Number 4 is Bet on Brett, Colin Kelly for Mark Goddard and Brandon Guerrera. Number 5 is Exit Smiling, J.R. Plot for Stephen LaRock, Fred Gillis, and Jeff Smith, and Natasha Piesker, and Jamie Gray. Number 6, He's Got Swagger, Alpha Carroll for Rachel Andrew and Travis Cullen. Number 7, always in the money, Paul McKenzie for Jody Cullen and Ron Cullen. Number 8 is Levi's Day, Nick Stewart for Vic Putty and Bill Maines and Lloyd Stone, and a numbered company. And number 9 is Single White Sock, Brad McDonough for Ted McDonnell and Leonard Gamble. It is a field of 9 for race number 9. Let's get a look at this field, and we'll start with number 4, Bet on Brett. And Bet on Brett is one that's had 7 starts this year. It made the top 3 in 6 of them, so was racing very well. The last couple tries, well, actually the last 3 were at Woodbine, but the last 2 were very good. Took a good race there that last start, 51-3. Look at the opening quarter, 26-1. Really blasted out to the front. Bet on Brett, definitely one that should be getting a fair amount of action. 5-1. Bet on Brett, last race to March the 14th. Number 1, Adore Him and Travis Henry. Now this one qualified in 58-2 up at Clinton and does show 51-3. A speed back last summer at Georgian Downs and preferred 2 class, and also does show right here at Grand River, winning last year in 53-3. 7 wins in 22 starts. Adore Him had a very adorable year last year and now is up past 180,000 in lifetime earnings. Adore Him at 8-1 on the inside, who's got lots of gate speed. Should be able to be a trip horse. Bet on Brett can leave a bunch, and Adore Him gets the inside. There's a lot of good gate speed in this race. This could be a very interesting dash early on. Number 2, Premier Rockstar. He's one that has some gate speed. Look at last year, 15 starts only, and 11 top 2 finishes. Took a mark of 52-1 at Mohawk. Hasn't raced since October the 10th, but did qualify very sharply. 53-4 qualifier with a 27-1 final quarter. Premier Rockstar looks like one that might be ready to rock right away. 5-1 the price. And number 3, Outlaw Grabbing Gears, is also one that, 9 wins last year and 18 starts. Warrants a lot of long look. 142,000 earned last year as a 3-year-old. Big year racing south of the border. And Outlaw Grabbing Gears, a correction, raced out west. Outlaw Grabbing Gears makes a second start here on the year, second in Ontario. Qualified at Woodbine back March the 5th and then raced in the middle of March here. But wasn't all that good in that start at Flamborough. But still overall, what a proven horse last year. Took a mark of 51-2 in Western Canada. Outlaw Grabbing Gears is 4-1 on the board. Very interesting dash, especially the inside 5. And number 5, Exit Smiling, right now is the 2-1 favorite. Also, one that has some pretty big credentials and shows some 51-1 speed back in February the 1st, back in the wintertime. Exit Smiling could exit this race with a victory. 5-2 is the favorite. 9th race should be a very contentious race, coming to post shortly. Starting gate is rolling for race number 9. Taking up positions, it'll be Adore Him and Premier Rockstar. On the inside with Outlaw grabbing gears in the center, Bet on Brett and Exit Smiling to the outside. He's got Swagger, always in the money, in Levi's Day. And the second tier single white sock. The field for the 9th race is at the start, and they're off. And Bet on Brett, Outlaw grabbing gears, and Premier Rockstar and Adore Him, but Adore Him drive through using that inside advantage. Adore Him has the early lead. Premier Rockstar is currently rocking the second spot, and doesn't seem to want the pocket right now. Is going to continue to drive, and Bet on Brett is racing third. Then rolling on the inside, position fourth is Single White Sock. Then it is Outlaw grabbing ears, and back to Exit Smiling. Trailing 3 right now. He's got Swagger, always in the money, in Levi's Day. And now Bet on Brett is driving on, and Bet on Brett's going to take the front. 28 seconds the opening quarter. Adore Him is rolling second. Premier Rockstar on the inside thirds, 3 1/4 lengths from the front as the field comes off the turn and races on towards us. And then Single White Sock, Outlaw grabbing gears now, races to the outside and is spotted second over. Moving up on the back of Single White Sock and racing sixth is Exit Smiling. He's got Swagger seventh, and it's always in the money. And Levi's Day, the half was 57 seconds. And they roll their way on towards 3/4, and it is still Bet on Brett leading it. Adore Him right there close in the pocket. They work on down the backstretch. Single White Sock is third, only 2.5 lengths off the lead. Fourth to the inside is Premier Rockstar. Outlaw grabbing gears, 3 wide now, is kicking in very hard, and also coming as he's got Swagger. Bet on Brett. Outlaw grabbing gears is now going to come on and sweep up and take the lead. Bet on Brett is racing second. Adore Him wheels out now, and he's got Swagger is racing for 3/4, 126 and 3. Outlaw grabbing gears for Paul Davies as the field turns for home on. Down the stretch drive they come. Outlaw grabbing gears in high gear. Adore Him in futile pursuit as Outlaw grabbing gears wins by about 4. Then Adore Him was second. Third was always in money, and fourth is between Exit Smiling, and he's got Swagger, 155 and 2. Outlaw grabbing gears. There is a look at the winner of race number 9. It's number 3, Outlaw Grabbing Gears, a 4-year-old smart Shark Bay gelding, owned by Paul Davies and Nicole Davies and Deborah Pinnell. Paul Davies, the trainer and the winning driver. 17th win lifetime, first this year. Outlaw Grabbing Gears, 155 and 2. Ninth race payouts. Number 3, Outlaw, Grabbing Gears, pays $9.40, $4.50, $3.50. 1, Adore Him, $7.20 and $5.50, and 7, Always in the Money, pays $5.30 to show. The $2 Exactor, $59.80. The dollar Trifecta, $824.60. And the dollar Superfecta, $1,873.05. Up next is race number 10. It's a field of 9 featuring the Super High 5, the final dash, going to post in about 10 minutes. Here is the 9th race order finish from the top. 261 745 389. That's 261 745 389. The field for the 10th race on parade. 1, Duke d'Orleans, Tyler Moore for Jacques Dupont. Number 2 is May 2-4 Colin Kelly for Sheldon Rose. And number 3 is Damn Lucky Aaron Byron for Mark Winnicott and Donald Smith and Donna Parker. Number 4 is Battle Strong. Jay Harris for Tony O'Sullivan and Gary Volpe. And number 5 is HP Patriot. It's Kyle Forkey for Gerard Demers and Claude Amel. Number 6 is Chocolate Biscuit. Jason Ryan for Dolores Barcelona and Joshua Tanis and Robert Marcus and Louis Ferdinandi. Number 7 is Come On and Get Some. Dave Duncan for Brenda Duncan. Number 8 is Old Buck. Paul McKenzie for Don Beatson and Cole England and Ken Beatson. And number 9 is Mr. X. Scott Calder for Ken Oliver and Kimberly Inglis. Let's take a look at this field for race number 10, the final dash featuring the Super High 5. And we'll start with number 6, Chocolate Biscuit. 15 wins last year. Raced in northeast the United States and also won this year that did race at Flamborough. Didn't win this year in 6 tries, but 15 wins last year. Chocolate Biscuit hasn't raced since the middle of March, but look at Flamborough on 54-2. Very solid second, was digging at the finish. Nice 28-1 final quarter. Chocolate Biscuit was pretty good there, but we'll see if he can get back to the rolling form he had last year. Chocolate Biscuit, 8-1. Number 1, Duke d'Orleans. 41 lifetime wins and more than 700,000 lifetime, but a lot of that winning came much earlier in his career. He's a veteran now, 10-year-old, only 6 starts last year, and doesn't have a race in 2020. See if the veteran Duke d'Orleans can get rocking. You do see this one going back a little ways, putting up some big time. Look at that 48-4 career mark at Mohawk, but of course that's 5 years ago. Duke d'Orleans, 5-2 on the board. Number 9, Mr. X, also won with back class and did race a lot better last try at Flamborough in 54-2 to finish 3rd, right in behind Chocolate Biscuit. Mr. X, 9-1. And number 5, HP Patriot, is one that a little bit inconsistent before the layoff. The last start wasn't great. Was a 5-time winner last year. HP Patriot, though, is set up by Gerard Demers. And Gerard's a pretty proven trainer. Kyle Forkey driving. HP Patriot is 13-1. Fans have made number 4, Battle Strong, the 3-2 betting favorite. Qualified at Mohawk in 54-4 with a 27-second final quarter. Didn't show a lot of recent form at the end of the year, but shows some speed to add to Mohawk 52 and change a couple of starts back last winter, early into the winter, and a big qualifier this year. Battle Strong is getting a fair amount of action, set up at Tony O'Sullivan at 8-5. The starters called the field for race number 10. It is a field of 9. And taking up positions, Duke d'Orleans, May 2-4, Damn Lucky on the inside. In the center, Battle Strong and HB Patriot. The outside, Chocolate Biscuit. Come on and get some, an Old Buck. And the second tier, Mr. X. It's a field of 9 for the 10th and final dash. And the field for the 10th race is at the start of the round. Battle Strong, Damn Lucky, Duke d'Orleans in May 2-4. They press on hard into the first turn. Duke d'Orleans with the lead, but Battle Strong to the outside. And Mr. X is out well from the trailing post, is racing third. Then position fourth is May 2-4 as they race on down the backstretch. Then it is back to Damn Lucky, Chocolate Biscuit. Racing seventh is HB Patriot. Then it is Come On and Get Some, an Old Buck, and they race on to the opening quarter. Battle Strong has got the lead. Battle Strong, Duke d'Orleans is racing position second in front of Mr. X, 27-4 with the opening quarter. Now to the outside, May 2-4 is moving up. First over is about 3 1/4 off the lead. Damn Lucky follows to the outside. Chocolate Biscuit and HB Patriot. Then the trailing pair, Come On and Get Some, an Old Buck, and they race off the turn. And it is the favorite Battle Strong who's got the lead, but coming to call now is May 2-4. Duke d'Orleans is to the inside, racing third, and Damn Lucky is racing fourth. And then it is Mr. X and Chocolate Biscuit. Come On and Get Some along to the inside. And then it is HB Patriot and Old Buck trailing the field on down the backstretch they go. Battle Strong still with the lead. Battle Strong, though, may have to battle to hold off May 2-4. Duke d'Orleans to the inside is third, and Damn Lucky is only 2.5 lengths off the lead in racing position fourth. And then it is Mr. X. Out wide goes Chocolate Biscuit and is moving hard. Out there 4 wide. 3/4, 128-1. Battle Strong. Chocolate Biscuit is flying hard now. May 2-4 into the inside, Duke d'Orleans, but Battle Strong still appears to be plenty strong. Chocolate Biscuit now has come on to take over second. Battle Strong, though, is cruising at the finish and is going to win it. Then finishing second, Chocolate Biscuit. And then it was Duke d'Orleans, May 2-4, and Mr. X, 156-3. Battle Strong. There is a look at the winner of race 10, number 4, Battle Strong, a 4-year-old better than Chatterbay horse, owned by Gary Volpe, trained by Tony O'Sullivan. Jay Harris, the winning drive. It's the 6th win lifetime, first this year for Battle Strong. 156-3. And there is a look at number 4, Battle Strong. Battle Strong, Jay Harris for Tony O'Sullivan. 6th win lifetime. The Green Arrow takes the 10th and final dash in 156-3. The 10th race, mutual prices. Number 4, Battle Strong, 330, 280, 230. 6 Chocolate Biscuit, 850, 381. Duke d'Orleans, $3, $2 Exactor, 25.40. Dollar Try, 37.20. $2 Double, 18.70. The dollar pick threes, $100.95. The dollar win for $289.20. Dollar high five, $567.40. The 10th race order of finish from the top is a 356 182 974. That's 356 182 974. That concludes the live harness racing for this Monday evening from Grand River Raceway. Action resumed this Wednesday. First race, 6:30 p.m. Buenas noches, amigos.